So that gets us to the three things that you need to know this morning. And indeed, we start with Netflix. Where else could we begin this morning? The company out with an unexpected decline in its first quarter subscribers. 200,000. Analysts have been looking for a gain in subscribers of 2.5 million. And also, the company is saying this current quarter that it's going to see another drop of 2 million subscribers. You know, the company also reported revenue that missed estimates by a little bit. Earnings beat estimates by a wide margin, but it is really those subscriber numbers that were. Oh, I was joking yesterday that it is rare that something is truly shocking, right? This was a shocking number.
I'll take the other side of it. I don't think it was shocking because we teed this up earlier in the week on this show. We gave people out there three things they need to know, and we highlighted the subscriber number, 2.5 million. And if they missed, you see what we're happening here. They did miss, and they also warned on the second quarter.
There's a miss,
then I predicted it. Then I predicted it. It wasn't shocking to me.
Right. There's a miss, and then there's a miss.
Brutal.
I mean, this was a very big miss, obviously. And the stock drop that we're seeing this morning could be the biggest single-day drop for the shares in a decade on that percentage basis. So let's go through it here, because the company blamed several things for this miss in subscriber growth. First of all, it said the pandemic sort of masked underlying slowing growth that it might be having because of the huge pandemic boost. Secondly, password sharing is one of the other big villains. And this is something that the company hasn't really cared about in the past, that password sharing. But the numbers are staggering. 100 million households, it says, could be using
Netflix ain't getting paid.
I mean, if you look at the fact that the total subscribers are around 222 million and an additional 100 million are sharing passwords, that is an astoundingly high number. And
they also talked about increased competition, but I have many feels on this quarter from Netflix, and we'll be talking about it throughout the show. I do want to highlight this comment from Reed Hastings, the co-CEO of Netflix, saying, quote, what we got to do is take it up a notch. I know it's disappointing for investors, and it is for sure, but internally, we're really geared up, and this is like our moment to shine. This is when it all matters. So clearly, you have Reed Hastings out here trying to rally the troops. But Julie, what bothers me, and why I believe we saw, 9 downgrades on Wall Street here of Netflix? Where were these guys beforehand? Nonetheless, this sounded like a flailing company on the earnings call, and that really bothers me because that is not the tone that Netflix and Hastings have set over the past decade.
Well, at the same time, the company is talking about concrete steps it's going to take, right? First of all, he talked about perhaps being more selective with quality programming at the same time that they're going to pull back on spending on programming a little bit. They're talking about, after resisting it for years and years and years, perhaps offering an ad-supported offering at a lower price point than their main offering. So those are a couple of the things that they're going to be doing to sort of tackle the issues here, according to Netflix. But I do want to point out, while some of this is undoubtedly Netflix specific, it's not only Netflix specific. What you have here is a broader environment where costs are going up for everything, and people are having to take a hard look at their budgets. What are they spending on streaming services? Versus what they used to spend on cable. It's approaching for many people what they used to spend on cable. Where are they going to have to cut back on their budgets? And
we're seeing really this pressure is throughout the complex. Some of the top tickers on our site right now, Julie, are Roku. I believe it's down 7% pre-market. Warner Brothers and Discovery, that stock is down, getting pressure too as well.